All right, so this is going to go down through and talk about just looking at pictures and saying what transformation happened. Super common question on the Regents exam. Usually one that says just a multiple choice that's pretty much straightforward. What is this thing? I got to be careful, make sure that I look at it. And then a lot of times there's another one where there's one or two things happening that might be multiple choice or might be something where you have to write it out. Make them simple, okay? Translation is sliding. You got to put directions down. Okay. Reflection is flipping it over a mirror, which is almost always a line. Rotation is spinning it in a certain direction, a certain number of degrees, like 90 or 180. Make sure you say the direction. And a dilation is getting closer or further from a center point using a scale factor. Okay. Now, these are normally pretty straightforward. The points double or triple or whatever. They can be a little more complicated, but typically it's just, dilation of 2 centered at the origin. You don't have to say centered at the origin. Okay. Couple things to remember. Make sure you pay really close attention to where it starts and where it ends, because that's going to change the answer sometimes, especially for rotation, translation, dilation. It changes the answer. Okay. And then the other thing you can do is you can always write the coordinates down and look at them. All right. So write the coordinates down and look at the coordinates and be like, okay, oh yeah, they're all multiplying by 2, or, oh, they're all becoming negative, whatever the situation is. All right. And then you should probably, if you're not, and again, if you're unsure, you should take a piece of graph paper and then re-graph the transformation when you're done to see if it actually worked or not. All right. That's usually a really, really good thing to do. All right. Re-graph it. And then the two that kind of get tossed in every once in a while, I remember if the coordinates flip around, so the x's and the y's change positions, that's a reflection over the y equals x. Okay. And if the coordinates flip around and their signs change from positive to negative, that means it's a reflection over the y equals negative x. And I actually do not have a negative on there. All right. This should be y equals negative x. All right. Whoops. I don't need to do that. All right, y equals negative x. So be on the lookout for those. They don't happen all that often. Those are what the lines look like. There's really not a whole lot of need to know that. All right, take some time, do these. It's incredibly important. Probably 4 points in the Regents exam at least that you can get just by being able to identify these transformations.